MJ Hobby Corner here. Welcome to my channel, and this is going to be a little update on my 172 scale project that I'm working on, and this is for Julie and I to play some games of Oathmark. We're also going to be looking into possibly a Middle-earth themed game using one of the rules. I don't know which one, whether we're going to use Oathmark rules or whatever it is, but that's certainly in the future. And, well, other games that we want to try out with this scale. This is a very cool scale. I've worked with this scale in the past. And this is a nice intermediate scale between 15 millimeter and 28 millimeter. All right. So, this is the Svezda box of French infantry. And I'm going to show you the box in just a minute. Okay, so these are for the 100 Years' War, 172 scale, 14th, 15th century French infantry. Okay, by Svezda. You get 43 figures in the box, and you get 12 different poses. Okay, now Julie and I already unboxed these in our last chat, and she gave it 5 Merlins. That's her little way of kind of evaluating the figures. That's her new way. And I have to agree with her, really. So 5 Merlins, it's a scale from 1 to 5. Merlin is our cat. And of course, he loves playing with the miniatures whenever he's around. So we figured, hey, you know, he would be a great way to kind of use to review miniatures and stuff. So scale of 1 to 5, 1 being poor and 5 being yay, the best. And I do have to agree with her. The figures come in various pieces. They're very easy to put together. I had no problem whatsoever. And they have this nice little instruction booklet for the figures. Okay. So very cool. It's written in Russian, but that doesn't matter. The pictures speak volumes. Very good little line drawings. You can, with the numbers of the sprue. So not a problem whatsoever. Excellent. In terms of detail, well, they're very, very good. Nice crisp detail. Also, you have almost no flash. That's been my experience. No flash whatsoever. You do have a few mold lines here and there, which I had to work on a little bit, but it's really not bad. And then, of course, whenever you clip a figure from the sprue, you do have to do a little cleaning on the little knobby ends that are left, right? Mostly on the helmets. So, other than that, it's really, really good. These are all the archers. You get 6 crossbowmen loading their crossbows. You get 6 crossbowmen shooting. So actually, a lot of archers in this box. And you get 3 bowmen. So I'm going to use those as my archers for Oathmark. And then you have the command unit, which is 4 figures. And then I added an extra infantry figure to, make the 5. The rule of 5, which is Oathmark. So, yep. And then these are the spearmen. Now, the rest of the infantry box is halberds and spearmen. Now, the only problem I had with the spearmen was getting them into the little holes of the hands right here. That gave me a little bit of a problem because the spears are a little bit thick. They're thicker than the hole, and I had to like open up the hands a little bit. But it wasn't too bad. It's not too bad at all. These are great minis. Great minis. So you get 6 halberds and 6 spearmen. And some of the halberds are actually on their knees. So pretty cool. You get some nice poses in this. And this is what's left of the sprue. Okay. So there's a kneeling halberder right there. A couple of them. And you see the halberds right there. Okay. And basically this is what's left in this sprue. Okay, so I have a good number of infantry. There's a couple of like warhammers and axes in the weapons, so pretty cool. So that's where I am with the Svezda kit. I did a lot of work on them today. And basically that's all I did today, guys, is I worked in the office and I brought all of my paints and miniatures and just worked in the office. Now, worked on this project specifically. Now, for the next group that I want to show are the orcs from Alliance. Now, I got a bunch of them painted. And I still have to work on these. These are not finished. But I got a whole row of these guys painted. Let's see, I got 1, 2. All right. And then a couple of loose guys here. These are ready for the trays. So, quite a good number of orcs are painted up. And these need a nice wash. And I got to do some highlights on these. But I got these 3 rows here done. And that's pretty much enough for an orc infantry unit in Oathmark. I do want to finish these orcs here. And then I'll have a nice big infantry unit for my orcs in Oathmark. So I got a lot of work done today. And I'm very happy that I actually got to finish all these. Because I don't want this project to fall behind. All right. So the next thing I did is I worked on a lot of the mini art French knights from the 100 Years' War. These are also 14th, 15th century, but these are by mini art. Now, the disadvantage to these is that they really require a lot of cleaning before I could get to this stage. And I just put the base coat on these, so now I have to start painting. I got to give them the washes and then start painting, get all these little straps and things. So I still have a lot of work on these, but I got quite a few already base coated, so not too bad. Not too bad progress for these models. But again, while these Svezda models were a pleasure to like put together, these were difficult because you really have to do a lot of cleaning. They have a lot of flash, a lot of mold lines and areas that are just a little weird. But I'm actually getting to like these now a little more as I work on them. All right, so this is by Mini Art, and those were the knights I just showed. And I'm going to try to follow a little bit the paint scheme on the back here. I kind of like that. So the idea is that we have humans, a variety of humans. That's what benefits of 172 scales. They have a lot of variety in historical miniatures, so you can really get some interesting human armies going for fantasy games, right? So it's not just the same Romanesque or whatever human army. We're planning to do maybe some desert humans and things like that. So that was one reason why I wanted to get into the scale. I've always really liked this scale. And so you can get a lot of interesting human armies and just mix them with whatever fantasies out there. And hopefully make some, interesting armies for any of the games that we play. So, orcs, I have my bowmen, my archer orcs, almost ready, and I have a good number of the infantry figures painted. That's very cool, and I started on these Festa figures. Now, the other thing I got, and this is... I haven't unboxed these yet. I will unbox these in the next Martin and Julie chat. These are the Light Undead from Alliance. And these are... And I think they come in that red, annoying red color again, but that's all right. We'll deal with it. These are based on Lord of the Rings, actually. One reason I got the idea of actually playing Middle-earth with these figures. So I'm probably going to paint them in a ghostly kind of fashion. I don't know yet. But we will be unboxing those. Stay tuned for that. And then I got war elephants. These are also from Zvezda, 172 scale, and I cannot wait to unbox these. So we will have an unboxing on these because I always wanted these kinds of war elephants. And I'm going to somehow include them in Oathmark and in some of our other games. All right, so that's the progress report for those. Okay, so the other thing I want to show, these are Orkians from Battle Valor, and these are metallic orcs. Orkians are supposed to be bigger, more robust than regular orcs. But this scale, this is 15 millimeter, mind you. But because they're big, here's the 172. Okay, these guys are a little bit bigger than the 172 scale orcs. And I'm thinking that now I can actually use these orcs in my, to fill in some gaps in the orc army that I'm building for Oathmark, because they'll go well with the 172. And even though they might be a little bigger in some cases, that's okay because they're a different race of orc. So, yeah, I'm probably going to be using these. And that's really good news because I have a lot of these. And I can really make some cool Oathmark, make a cool Oathmark orc army with these. So, yep, look out for that. So I made these boats a while back, and these are very easy to make, and I used felt for the sails. They were very easy to make, cardboard and sticks and all that. And I thought that this would be a good kind of scale for 172 figures. We can maybe do some Oathmark river battles, or maybe some other game, But it is kind of a nice scale. Here's an orc for having like river battles. Really want to explore that a little bit more. And see if I can make a few more of these boats in this style. Okay, and these were very easy to make. So look out for that if you're interested. It'll be another scratch build video. So I show how I make these boats, and I put rigging and all that on these. All right, so very simple, easy wargaming models to make. All right, so that's it, guys. I don't want to blabber too much. I just wanted to show basically all that I got done today with this project. I've been working on a lot of scratch builds lately, and so it's nice to go back and work on some of these miniatures, get them done, so that we can have some games with them. All right, so far so good. I'm really enjoying these 172 scale figures. And we'll see what else. There's more figures coming for this collection. We'll talk about them in the future. Have a very good one, guys, and we'll talk very, very soon.